Hey guys, Rogue Orange here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at another Nintendo prototype game, this time for the Nintendo DS. In the last video, we looked at a Game Boy Advance prototype of Rock and Roll Racing, which seemed to be more of a press release prototype where the game was basically finished and was just sent out to reviewers to, review the game. That being said, this prototype is completely unknown, because this game never released, because this cartridge contains a prototype for Agent Hugo by Fly Guys. And I know what you're gonna say.
Whoa. Agent Hugo did release. It has a Windows, mobile, and PlayStation 2 port, as well as a bunch of spin-offs.
Well, while that is true, there is more going on here. Because even when you check the official Agent Hugo fan wiki, you'll see that, while yes, the Agent Hugo did originally release on those platforms in 2005, there was never a Nintendo DS version. And even when you go under the official page, you'll see that the Agent Hugo cancellation only mentions the GameCube. It does not mention the Nintendo DS. This version of Agent Hugo is not known to have even existed until this moment right now. Before we go any further, let's take a look at some of the characteristics of this cartridge. First of all, we have this Nintendo logo etched into the top, as well as a CE sticker placed over top. And here we have the white label, which is actually considered the more rare of the development DS cartridges, with a bunch of useful information about how to properly use this cartridge. And if we flip to the back, it's pretty plain Jane. It's got the Nintendo MIU X1 marking, the contacts on the back look good, and there is a label that says Agent Hugo Fly Guys. This was actually added on by the person that I purchased it from. This has no historical value at all compared to what's actually on the cartridge. For this demonstration, we're going to use a official Nintendo 3DS XL development unit. Place the cartridge in there, and you're going to see Hugo. It reads, it's legit. And now that we see that this game runs on official hardware, let's take a look at the gameplay for the canceled Agent Hugo Nintendo DS port. Alright, as we load up the ROM into our emulator, you're going to notice a stunning lack of company splash screens and logos. It is simply a license by Nintendo, black text on a white screen as we go to a very basic menu. And boy, that looks like something I could have designed in, like 7th grade. But yeah, this is Agent Hugo by Fly Guys, and this demo only has one single mission, and that is to eliminate all of your enemies using your bubble powers and collect all the coins in the level. Now, it does take me a while to get through this to figure out the controls, and the controls, I'm not gonna lie, they feel kind of janky. It also could be because I'm playing it on a computer using a Nintendo Switch wired controller, but I digress. This was actually kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. You never see Agent Hugo's face though. The camera never turns for you to see his face. It only ever moves with him when he turns, when he goes up, and when he goes down. And graphically, for a DS game, this is pretty impressive, the use of the 3D graphics. And like I said earlier, you don't ever see Agent Hugo's face with the camera. You can't turn the camera. Maybe they were planning on adding that in later on, but, being produced over 20 years ago and being unfinished, I doubt we're ever going to get to see that. But yeah, I completed the level, and you get to continue, but it's just the same level again. You basically just play the same level forever and ever and ever and ever, collecting all the coins, shooting down all the enemies with your purple bubbles. Same old, same old. I thought it was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, it had potential to be something that, could have been a fun little time killer on the DS library, like a lot of other games. Even for as lackluster as it may be, overall, I still think that this is pretty cool to not only play an unfinished game, an unreleased game, but to also show it to the public for the first time, a game that the public never even knew existed until this moment. Now, I know the big pressing question is this cartridge ever going to be released? And the answer is yes, I do plan on dumping this and having it officially released through someone like Codebound, so that the world can enjoy this canceled Nintendo DS game. And that was the first look at the canceled Agent Hugo Nintendo DS port. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more of this kind of content. Anyways, I've been Rogue Orange, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.